Next one we look at is the US dollar versus the Canadian. And earlier in the show, when I was doing the energy analysis, I referred to this, saying that the dollar versus the Canadian is quite strong relative to the pattern. Now, for those of you that are looking at this for the first time, those yellow areas that you see are the corrective phases in the cyclical patterns. Generally, they're when the second minor and the dominant come down together. You can see that here and here and here and here. It's phenomenal, especially in this particular contract. And right now we were in that kind of a period. We got the downside movement. And what's happening now is that in advance of what should be a low right over here, the momentum is turning up. That is a warning that these lows are actually the low, and that this ideal pattern of another decline is not likely to occur. Or if it did, it would come down in a minor way and then be moving up again. Remember that the loonie trades, very much in line with the futures markets in energy and materials, because they're a natural resource economy. That's how they pay for all their socialistic stop me right there. Well, you get the idea. So what happened was that while the lows are due right over here in this trough right there, in alignment with this trough over here, this actually looks like the dominant cycle shifted over by one minor cycle from this distance here to here, and now about to get some little minor pullback in here and then be moving sharply to the upside again. So very soon we're going to put a buy zone right in here, because we'll expect some little pullback in the US dollar versus the Canadian. But because of the weakness in the energy market, because of the strength in the dollar market, all of this points to the fact that this rally right over here on the weekly chart has begun, and that this low was actually the low, which came a little bit early, and still within the range of time, not far off, as you see that where the trough should be. But this is the giveaway right over here. Momentum turning negative, slim ribbon turning positive. The momentum, going from negative to positive, slim ribbon here turning positive. This upward turn from negative to positive and the intermediate momentum. All of that is suggestive. If you get a pullback in the US dollar versus the Canadian, it is going to be an opportunity to buy for what could be a good upward surge. If you look at this pattern here, this cycle right there is a positively configured cycle. What it says is that this peak is likely to get challenged way up over here at 129, 130, and somewhere out over here in coming months. You got to keep that in focus, because that will give you an opportunity to buy the dips. It'll give you the belief or the confidence that there's a positive condition going on in here that will allow you to buy the dips with some sense that you're going to get paid on that, or the risks are not as great to the downside as the profit potential on the upside. So a very good picture there of what is a much better pattern in the US dollar versus the Canadian, and overall a very, very strong condition in the dollar as it comes up and meets our upside objective.